Justin De La Rosa is here from Local IQ Magazine. He's the food contributor. Always good to see you.
Always.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Yeah, just another week in the life of a food writer. I tried a new restaurant over the weekend, the Crown Room over at...
Is that not awesome or what?
Yeah, over at the
now everybody's
casino.
been to the Crown Room, too.
Yeah.
And I haven't... Boy.
Yeah, it was surprising. I was blown away by it. So
Good.
Yeah, it's over there at the casino at the Downs. You've been, Erin?
I have, yeah. It's unlike any other place in Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's real old school, and I'll talk more about it, in a couple weeks in the column, because it was fantastic.
Did you have yourself a steak?
Had a little bit of everything.
Nice. See, I should have gone when you went to make sure I get a little combination of everything.
Well, it's good to be Justin when you walk in, Oh, you're the food writer?
The food writer's here.
Unsuspecting, but
I understand. I get it. Well, that's good.
Yep.
Nothing like a great meal like that.
Absolutely. Definitely. So, today, talking about Breaking Bad, welcoming back Amy Black from the Supper Truck.
Sure.
And she's actually right now featuring a Breaking Bad menu with a couple menu items that are inspired by different things you've seen throughout the show and by the characters. So
all right. Amy, good to see you.
Great to see you again.
Good to have you back.
Thank you.
Do you have a maitre d' at the Supper Truck?
Not yet.
You would need one,
Not yet. Maybe one day.
Yeah, well, if you need one, maybe I could do that. I don't know.
I'd love that.
Hey, what's going on with you and the rest of the food truck biz, huh?
So we have some fun Breaking Bad watch parties coming up.
Good.
The first one is this Sunday at Marble Brewery, and then we will be at Il Vicino Canteen 2 weeks from this Sunday, September 22nd, and we're featuring a Breaking Bad menu. Everybody knows Los Pollos Hermanos. Well, maybe everybody except Larry. But we have some other items as well that just feature different characters and inspired by food scenes throughout all the seasons of Breaking Bad. So it's really fun stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of people are just, I've seen different, places around town that just kind of throw the label, Breaking Bad on something, and it doesn't really have, and it just doesn't have anything to do with the show or anything. And, Amy's done something really cool by, taking, different meals you see, even like a bologna sandwich, which we saw with Crazy 8 was one who had the bologna sandwich with, no crusts on it. And
Crazy 8's last meal?
Yeah, Crazy 8's last meal, yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff like that, and I think that's unique. I don't think anybody else around town is serving up a bologna sandwich.
What's probably like the most exciting thing on your Breaking Bad menu that you're excited about?
Well, I'm really excited about Jesse's favorite, which is a combination of Jesse's favorite foods just throughout the seasons. Like, we've gone back and looked at scenes of just glimpses of little things that he has. So it's all beef hot dog with a chili pea aioli sauce, topped with Funyuns and a side of gummy bears.
A side of gummy bears. Do you make sure there's a side of gummy bears too?
Yes,
oh my
there's a side of gummy bears.
Nice.
Larry, when you're at the Crown Room, you can definitely ask for a side of gummy bears.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll pull it out for you.
They'll bring that over to you.
We try and keep it classy.
Yeah, I know you do. Higher level. I like that.
I'm also really excited about the Los Pollos Hermanos chicken. We're doing a wings and drums basket, and it's what we imagine it would be. Most people remember the episode where they do the Los Pollos Hermanos commercial. And we've watched that over and over and over and tried to figure out what those spices would be. We marinate the chicken. We have a special Chilean sauce for it. It's really tasty. Yeah.
So, what other sorts of new things are happening with the truck aside from, of course, the Breaking Bad menu? I know you guys have some little special events that you guys are doing from time to time.
Yeah, another really fun thing that we're doing is every other Wednesday we're at Marble Brewery. So, and on Wednesday would be tomorrow, and we're doing big pot meals. So tomorrow we're having our second Low Country Boil. So we take a big pot and have shrimp, andouille sausage, corn, potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
Really yummy. Hot sauce, butter, good stuff. So it's sort of like a special event night. It's $10 for Low Country Boil.
Only $10.
Only $10, and
Wow.
you get like a lot of shrimp and a lot of sausage and good stuff. So we're also going to do some fish fries, oyster roast in the winter, just everything that I went to in South Carolina. There were these big party meals we're trying to bring here to Albuquerque. So yeah.
If, in case folks haven't met you before on our show, I love your background and what you do with the supper truck. It's a Southern influence
Yes.
truck. So your background is, where did you grow up?
Well, I'm originally from Central Florida. My parents are from Georgia. I went to college in Atlanta, actually, and
So
then
the whole South thing is going
yes.
on here.
And then Charleston, South Carolina
Yeah.
is where I was for almost a decade before moving to Albuquerque, and they have some really great food in the Carolinas and
Yes.
Georgia. So that's our signature item on our menu is shrimp and grits, which is kind of, it's like a breakfast burrito is to New Mexico. Shrimp and grits is to South Carolina. It's a really important part of everyone's diet. So
And we should mention that her, shrimp and grits and, just the food truck or the supper truck in general are award-winning locally. And even, especially with Local IQ, I think, didn't we do the shrimp and grits was probably the favorite food truck item in the
Golden Fork.
in the Golden Fork Awards.
Yes.
Nice.
And best food truck for the Local IQ Smart List as well. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Now, for people trying to figure out, well, how do I find you? Do you guys have a set schedule where you'll be, or do you post where you'll be different days?
Facebook is key. It's the Supper Truck on Facebook, but we do have a fairly set schedule. We're at Marble every Saturday, Tractor Brewery every Friday, and La Cumbre on Thursday night. So, and then last time I was here, we talked about Tasty Tuesdays at Hyder Park in Nob Hill. So as long as the weather stays warm, we'll be there as well.
Just to operate this truck, I can imagine that before you go to your location, you're at the store loading up on groceries.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of preparation
I'm
and
sure.
organizing that goes into running a food truck. But it's fun.
I'll
You have to
bet
be
it
a little
is.
crazy
I
to
bet.
do it, but yeah.
Do you have to prep things in advance before you bring the truck out?
Yes, we do a lot of prep because we make our sauces, everything from scratch, and it takes a lot, and it takes a
Sure.
lot of planning to crank that much food out of this tiny little kitchen. It's like a quarter of the size of most people's home kitchens.
Yeah.
And then we drive it around and shake the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Just to make
How
it
many
more
of you-
interesting. Yeah.
On
Open the
a
fridges
given
slowly.
day, how many of you are actually in the truck working?
It's 2 to 4. So just a normal, not crazy busy shift, we can run it with 2 people, but most nights we have 4 people on there. So it's 2 line cooks and somebody in the window taking orders and a 4th person running the food to tables.